Bournemouth. The players are arriving and the atmosphere is building for a huge night here at the Theatre of Dreams. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe and get yourself involved in the comments right now. We want to know what your score predictions are, so flood those comments and we can't wait to read them out very soon. I am joined by Fraser Campbell to take us through and break down these player arrivals and what could be a huge night for Manchester United yet again. So Fraser, how are you feeling ahead of tonight's game?
Yeah, excited after last week's big win. Last time we did this, they won 4-1. Was it 4-2 against Brighton?
Listen,
I think.
I like this start. It's clearly a good omen.
Yeah, so it's they've not been doing too well of late, and we're doing quite well. So it's hopefully we're in for a good night.
From the outside, this looks like such a tight-knit group. So how important is togetherness to get really good performances in the momentum?
I think for me it's massively underrated, that team spirit. I think if you're working with your friends, like we do, it makes it a lot easier. If someone's got to pick the slack up, you don't mind doing it for someone that you're close to off the field. So I think being really close off the field and around the training ground will only help the team in games like this evening.
The mood in camp is exciting right now to be a Red. You can feel the atmosphere right now with the fans. They're expecting a good result tonight. Yeah,
and hopefully we get that. Like I said, Old Trafford, you want it to be a fortress like it was back in the day, and I think at the minute we've got that. We're very difficult to beat. We had that little slip up against Everton, but we've been undefeated in the last 6 games or so. So we're starting to feel like the Man United of old, and hopefully we can really take teams apart here at Old Trafford.
Hopefully we can. We can already hear the crowd shouting for Captain Bruno Fernandes here as they enter through the player arrival entrance just at the Stretford end. Bruno is such a huge character. For you, Fraser, how do the senior players in our squad drive the standards day to day in Carrington?
Yeah, of course. Any successful team, you've got to have a mixture of youth and experience. You've got the young lads that can work really hard, back-to-back games or whatnot, but you need that experience when things are not going so well. Who do you turn to, or games are becoming a bit difficult? You need to look at people like Bruno's, people like Casemiro that have been there before, and they know how to get the results, how to get the best out of each other. So they've been massively important, and I think Bruno gets the plaudits and rightly deserved.
What do you think the key attributes are that we need to have on the pitch to come up against a team like Bournemouth tonight?
I think it's going to be ruthless. It's easy to turn up when you're playing your Cities, your Liverpools, because you're going to get battered if you don't. But it's these games where teams come here that are not as strong or on paper, that might not have been doing so well in the league in the last few games, that you've got to turn these teams over. If you want to be pushing up there, top of the top 4 and get into Europe again, you've got to be defeating teams, mid to bottom table comfortably.
You can see Diogo and Luke Shaw signing now, and it's great to see these characters, as that we've said. You can hear the young Red Devils cheering them on. How important is it for these players to start fast tonight?
Yeah, it's always important. For me, you set the tone right from the start, whether it be the first tackle, the first attack, pressing, closing down. It gets the fans up for it. Some of these fans are out here already waiting an hour and a half before the game. So I think it's important if you start well, they get right behind you and make the atmosphere even better.
For you personally, what signs do you look for early in a game that make you think, yeah, United are on it today?
Probably the noise from the crowd. If everyone's cheering, everyone's working really hard, we're winning the ball back, the other team can't get more than 2 or 3 passes going, that's when I know we've started the game really well and we're going to have a top performance.
There's always that cliche of it's squads that win games, and when you receive the opportunity, you've got to go and shine. And Mason Mount is one of those players. We can see him signing some shirts and everything for the fans. He has had a great run of performances at the moment, hasn't he?
Yeah, and we knew he was a top player before he came here, and he's suffered a little bit with injuries and whatnot, but it's really nice to see him doing so well at the minute, and people are talking about him getting back in England squad. That must be a great drive for him to keep momentum, keep being available to play in the games. adding goals and assists and helping his club team do well. So, you know, at the end of that, he might get a chance to go to the World Cup. So, you know, he's got incentives there, and he's like I said, he's been doing really well of late.
We know this could be a tricky period for team news for Manchester United, especially with AFCON as well. But it's great news that we still have them here for tonight's game. Players like Ahmad.
Yeah, like Ahmad, Buemo, Mazraoui. You know, they've all been key parts of the squad, and it's you know, it's not that great that we're going to lose them at some point, but at least we've got them for this game, and hopefully their influence tonight can be the difference in getting us a win.
Hopefully it is the case, because we need as many of these players to be available as possible, because as a manager for Ruben Amorim, he must want to have that headache to have so many players to choose from.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, when you've got a big squad or you just got competition for players, it drives standards, and once you lose, you know, we're going to lose those three, you know, it makes the squad look a lot smaller. So it's, you know, they won't be happy that they're going to lose key players, but at the same time, it's an opportunity for some of the rest of the squad to you know, fill the boots as such, and try and make us not miss them players going off.
In Monday night football is always a night that football fans will look forward to. Did you look forward to Monday night football?
If I was inside right now, I'd be looking forward to it. Sat in front of my TV, maybe a warm beverage. But no, I love coming to Old Trafford. You know, like you said, Monday nights, it feels kind of special. So yeah, let's just hope we have a blockbuster tonight.
Tell you what, these fans are very dedicated as well, because it has been chucking it down here at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
if you aren't local, get in the comments, tell us what the weather's like near you, because I'm telling you, this has been very stereotypical Manny weather.
If this was Sunday League, it would potentially be getting called off.
It would potentially be nearly called off. I know that from my experience yesterday in Tier 6 women's football. It's a tricky period.
Yeah, exactly.
But thank goodness we have the Theatre of Dreams.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's got one of the best pitches, if not the best, in the country.
Yeah, it's a bit dangerous down the sides, but apart from that, you know, the drainage is excellent.
It is. The groundsmen do incredible work. They do. Monday night football, though, what's the routine like for you as a player? It's always a little bit different. We've had 3 in a row really for us, and 3 and 4.
Yeah, it is. It's like night games for me were always not difficult, but I just, you know, you wake up in the morning, you have your breakfast, you might go for a walk, and then you feel like you're just waiting around all day, and I've got zero patience. So I used to hate it. You know, rather than 12 o'clock, you get up, you eat, and you're off, and you're playing within a few hours. But, you know, it's all about how can you stay focused, you know, throughout the day when everyone's finishing work at 5 and you're just leaving to go and play football. It's a bit mentally, it's a bit tough, but, you know, they're used to it. Like you said, we played last Monday, playing this Monday. Maybe we're just a Monday team now.
Maybe we are. Bring on the Monday night footballs then.
I don't mind it.
In the words of Fraser Campbell. I mean, it's nice to hear how impatient you are, but Ruben Amorim must be very patient, because he said doesn't change his routine, everything still stays the same in his eyes.
Well, yeah, some people love it. You love that sense of waiting, the anticipation. Maybe he loves that. But I used to hate the roller coasters, not because I'm scared of heights. You know, the bit where you're going up and it's ticking and I used to hate it. Just get me in it already. So, you know, that's probably why he's a manager and I'm not. You know, he's got patience to wait and see what happens.
Remind me to never go on a roller coaster with you, Fraser.
Don't worry, I will not go on, wouldn't you? Not a chance. It's not for me.
I do love our conversations. These nights we all look for. We've still got some players actually out signing autographs, so I want to say they're a little bit tougher than you, if I can say that. I mean, because you don't like this weather.
Tell me which one looks tougher than me.
We've got Mbeumo over there.
Yeah, he's tougher than me.
Yeah, he's tougher than you.
Yeah, he can do what he wants.
I was going to say.
But he's ready, and he's got a game. He's in that mindset. He's in the zone. He knows he's putting his shorts and t-shirt and running around in the rain. I'm not. I came here to sit inside. Where's Danny Simpson? Where is he? He's meant to be here talking to you about this.
I do love these conversations. So if you are on YouTube right now, well, I mean, Fraser, you've really thrown him under the bus here. Yeah. We were meant to have Danny Simpson alongside us too, but he's getting wrapped up. He's getting wrapped up right
he's
now.
In his car now. He's got heated steering wheel, heated seats, and we're out here freezing.
And I've heard he's eating your crisps.
Probably.
He is. Honestly, I have to say, it's a bit soppy. I love the camaraderie we have between us all because we do call each other out on everything.
Yeah.
It's a good group. As you said there, it's such a nice atmosphere here, and the players must feel that too at Carrington, especially with all the staff togetherness that we have as well. This is such a connected club, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a big family. Like, you know, Sully, who is in the studio, you know, I've known him since I was a teenager in the academy, so it's everyone's connected somewhere, and it's really good. When the team's doing really well, it makes us a lot happier, you know, so it's really good to see that the team's doing better this season, and, you know, everyone else, it makes our job easy, doesn't it? We can talk about good things rather than the negatives.
It does, and I hope it's going to be a great result for us tonight. But as we get ready to head inside and bring Danny Simpson with us...
No, leave him outside. Shut that door.
This is the festive period now in December. So take a little look at this Christmas wrapping game, and I'm going to challenge Fraser a little bit later.
Where is the other one?
I'm actually rattled.
Oh, I'm very sorry to whoever receives this present. I'm on fire here, lad.
3 minutes, right?
3 minutes.
Alright, like this. Look at that. You see? Experience. And then I'm just gonna go on this.
1 minute.
What? How long?
1 minute 30, so you're halfway through.
Oh wait, that's a lot of time. It ain't perfect, but it's wrapped. Where's the? This doesn't count. I'm trying to tape something up. All right, so that's one. That's actually good. I'm ruining it. I'm stressing out. I'm actually rattled. All right, we got a t-shirt. I wouldn't want to wrap a ball anyway. That should just be there. I tried, but the t-shirt this is actually quality, this one.
How long's gone? You haven't seen the wrapping technique yet, let's see that. Don't want to get the sellotape stuck on itself, like, do you? No bows or anything, no? Cheers, Bright. I'm on fire here, lad. No, that's impressive though, isn't it? Bit more of a rush job, this one. This is when you've forgotten to do it at Christmas time. And it's Christmas Eve.
Stop.
Well, I actually can't finish it. That don't feel right, I've got to be honest. Don't put pressure on me. Amazing wrapping. Amazing wrap.
You can get on the second one in the last 45 seconds.
On the second one, 45 seconds. No, I'm gonna.
Yeah, they leave a difficult item for me, but I'm ready.
Now.
Someone can understand this will be a boa. Don't need to be a secret, huh? When you shop something, you say, oh, wow, she's amazing, or maybe he's amazing, but to be here now, my friend, how hard is this job? Where is the other one? You imagine there's a ball? I don't think so. Looks like a book. I'll be my shirt. Yeah, show this side, okay? This looks like a book. It's a surprise.
No, we're not going for two. We're not going for two. I'd rather do one good one. Going for the easy one. Oh, you've killed me. Not enough wrapping paper. You usually do it on the floor. It's easier on the floor. Oh, like that. It's all gone.
Do much of the wrapping?
No, absolutely nothing. Give it all to my sister or my mum. But hopefully I've watched enough times. Doing Secret Santa as well. Everyone will know how I wrap it. Yeah, it's all right. It's about the present inside, isn't it? It's not about the wrapping. May as well give it a go. What do you reckon, just there? I'm taking some advice. If it's wrong, now I can blame it on you. "20 seconds. We take that. If you lay them out properly like that, might look all right. I got two. Might not have been the best, but I got two, so I'll take that.
Oh no. How do you wrap this? If I don't wrap this, he's not posting this. My mom will be so embarrassed with me. You better stop the timer if I can't find the lip on this. Oh, I'm very sorry to whoever receives this present. Oh, this is shocking. Mom, if you see this, I promise you told me better than this. I'm better at wrapping presents than this. Well, I'm on a timer. I'm taking that as a win. If you look at it from this side, it's not that bad. It's done. Yeah? All right. I'm really bad in these kind of things, but let's see.
This looks horrible. I still have time to improve.
I had a year of practice, but to be fair, I haven't used it wisely, so let's see what I can make out of it. Yeah, it's for sure better. How many seconds do you still have? 25 seconds. Okay. Yeah, to be fair, I'm already finished. Like, I'm happy with what I did, but just the only problem is now I have to find. Yeah. I'm quite happy with that, to be fair. It's not the best, but it's much better than last year. As long as you improve, it's good.
So the festive period very much upon us. Christmas just around the corner, and Manchester United welcome Bournemouth to a rain-drenched Old Trafford, looking to back up that brilliant win against Wolves away at Molineux last time out, and hopefully pick up 3 more points here on a Monday night at Old Trafford. The team news, well, just the one change. Nous Mazraoui not available for Manchester United, not in the matchday squad. He's replaced in the starting 11 by Lenny Yoro. Let's bring you the full team now. Senna Lamont in goal for Manchester United. Luke Shaw continues in that back three. He started every Premier League game this season alongside Brian Mbeumo and Bruno Fernandes. Aidan Heaven and Lenny Yoro make up the back three. Two wing backs will be Diogo Dalot on the left and Ahmad on the right. Casemiro alongside Bruno Fernandes, who has created more chances than anyone else in the Premier League this season and has equal most assists in the Premier League this season. He's absolutely flying. Mason Mount, another one in a great vein of form. 3 goals in his last 7 alongside Brian Mbeumo in the 2-10s. And Mateus Cunha, who picked up an assist last time out against Wolves, will be looking to get back to scoring ways after his last goal came here against Brighton in October. Dion Dublin, it's another strong Manchester United side. What do you make of it?
It's been picked to win the game, obviously. We are at home. What I like about United at the moment is everybody seems to be chipping in with good performances, not just goals, not just assists. I mean, the stat about Bruno is outstanding, and we need him to continue to be the man because everybody else raises their game because of him. So yeah, I do believe that's a side that will win the game, not comfortably, but if they apply themselves, that's a strong side.
Yeah, it really is. The stat for Bruno Fernandes gets even more incredible when I tell you that his 6 assists, as I said, joint most in the Premier League this season, but he didn't get his first one until Liverpool away on the 19th of October, and I think it just shows what a great vein of form both United and he are currently in.
Yeah, again, he has a little bit of a licence, as we know. He'll roam about, he'll do what he needs to do, he'll drop back in front of the back 4, back 3, whatever it may be, and gets the ball and plays. And I think when you have that kind of, that kind of right from the manager, you like it when you've got as much talent as him. So getting in the right position, choosing the right finish, taking the pens, doing what he wants, suits Bruno right down to the ground. He'll get more, he'll get a lot more.
Yeah, I hope so. Just one more thing to talk to Dion Dublin about, considering I've got a big striker alongside me. Benjamin Šeško, back on the bench for Manchester United, offers something a little bit different, doesn't he? An ability to stretch the game, maybe cause a few problems in that defence. Yeah, a bit of a nuisance. Who does that remind you of?
Yeah, it's a good one. I know how to be a nuisance. And it's no bad thing, let me tell you. Even though he's not been the goal machine we want him to be, there's still time for that to come. But if you are going to affect a game, make it physical, work hard, get him behind, close people down, and he does that. So we have to tip our hat to him for doing that. The goals will come.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to do that off the bench for Manchester United today. That's it for the Manchester United team news. We'll be back down in the tunnel for the Bournemouth team news in a little bit. In the meantime, let's get you back to Sully.
Yeah, thanks to Liam, and great to see Dion there alongside him. Welcome to the studio, where I'm joined by Fraser Campbell, you saw a bit earlier, and Simo's arrived. Simo, how you doing?
Oh, good, thanks. How are you too? Listen, just picking up your slack here.
Really? Yeah, Fraser did a sterling job out there. But the team news, really interesting. Šeško back on the bench, Simo, so great to see him back in and amongst the lads, and we'll hope to see him out on the pitch tonight.
Yeah, I think he'll get some minutes today. I think obviously the team have been doing okay without him, but obviously he's our number 9. We want to see him playing, we want to see him scoring goals. So hopefully we'll get him on the pitch tonight and we can chip him.
Yeah, because we really do need to get him fit and firing, because you know what it's like to play as a striker, Fraser. It's such an important position, particularly the way we want to play. That number 9 position is vital to the whole build-up.
Yeah, you need that focal point, and Cunha's played up there and Buemo's played up there, but that's not their strongest position. So it's good to have someone back, on the bench that can play that 9 role, because it looked like he was starting to get a bit of rhythm, and then obviously he's got his injury. So hopefully he can pick up where he left off, get some more minutes today, and he's an added addition to the squad.
Nous Mazraoui has gone off to AFCON. Ahmad and Brian Mbeumo we get for one more game before they depart. So great to see both of them. Both really key players, and their partnership on the right-hand side of the pitch has been really good.
Yeah, and like I said, they work well together. They're dangerous. If you're in the away team and you're on a left back or that area of the pitch, it's obviously tough. We're going to miss them because it's kind of our right side, isn't it? Mazraoui, Ahmad and Mbeumo. So we are going to miss them. But it's time for other lads to maybe step up and get the chance. Maybe some young lads that we've seen on the bench recently. But yeah, they'll be important tonight because, as I said, they link up well and they're a threat going forward.
Mason Mount, another start for him. Brilliant, wasn't he, against Wolves? Yeah. And great for him to be able to get a run of matches consecutively in the team.
Yeah, we all knew he was a good player. last season he's picked up a lot of injuries and he's missed out on football. We've not really had a chance to see the best of him, but it looks like we're starting to see that now. You know what you're going to get from him. He gives 110%. And he's throwing in a goal now, so hopefully for him he can continue with that and keep doing well. There's talk about him getting in the England squad, which will be added incentive for him. So it's all good for Man United because he's doing really well and hopefully he can continue that.
We'll chat more about Mason in a little bit, but let's remind ourselves what happened when we travelled to Wolves. It was a much needed 3 points and we scored a lot of goals as well, and the goal difference could be a factor in what is a really closely contested Premier League. The first goal, Simo, almost we messed it up, but Bruno squeezes it in.
It is, yeah. Sometimes don't know how that went in, but no, it was a good start from the lads, and Bruno's been in top form. His numbers speak for themselves, and it was a good start for us.
Switched off a bit to concede that just on the stroke of half time.
Yeah, I think I know Wolves are struggling at the moment, but lads, I think that's what we've noticed with United. We can see goals, but they stick to the plan, they keep going, they don't let it get to them, and obviously second half was ours.
Yeah, great run from Diogo there, and a lovely assist for Brian Burmo, Fraser.
Yeah, he's a threat, isn't he, Brian? He's always thinking about where he can get in spaces to get shots off, and that was a quick break, and he's got the end of it.
This was the goal of the game. How difficult is that finish, Fraser?
Really easy, actually.
Maybe for you.
No, it is difficult.
It.
He's got to look at all the players in front of him and get good contact on it.
Yeah.
And the vision is class.
There's one angle in particular we looked out in Matchday review where Bruno is just scanning and looking for that run, and you can see he and Mason Mount make eye contact just for a moment for him to deliver the pass beautifully into the run. It was such a great goal.
It is, but I think if you're them players, Burmo, Cunha, Mount, and Bruno gets the ball in them positions, you've got to make forward runs because he will find you. He's got the quality to do that.
Yeah, Liam was touching on it earlier about how effective Bruno's been all career long for us, actually, but in recent weeks as well, his numbers continue to stack up.
Yeah, he's proven, and he's like you said, since he's been here, he's been the one that you can rely on to try those difficult forward passes, to get the assists, to score the penalties, to get the goals. So he's someone that we rely on, and that's what you want from your captain. And you think he drives the standards of the rest of the squad. Yeah,
good record against Bournemouth as well. The stat on the bottom of your screen there will tell you, hand in 6 goals in his 7 appearances against the Cherries, which must give him confidence going into a match like this.
It does. Listen, he's a confident player, and I don't think I don't think he looks at stats. I think he backs himself every game to get a goal and an assist. But I think with him, I think he'll just be happy that other people are chipping in, and it's not all just on him like it has been for the last few years. He's not like he's got a little cavalry around him now. But yeah, if he continues that run of form, I'm sure we'll pick up the points today.
It's just strange that our record against Bournemouth has been so poor of late. Winless in the last 4 against them. They've beaten us the last 2 times they've played us here. So it's something we need to put right tonight. Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity. They're not having the best of times at the minute, and we're free-flowing and scoring goals. So I think tonight is an opportunity to get rid of those demons and get some points against. They're not a bad side, but they're just struggling at the minute, I think. Yeah, they've had a really good side of late, haven't they? They are a little bit off form. Is that dangerous that we play them when they are on a bit of a low, and were we looking for a big statement victory to start their form improving? Yeah, possibly. I think it's 6 games they've not won now, so they're coming in really with no expectation. Yeah. We're the favourites. But they've got some dangerous players on their day. Semenyo, Alex Scott. I've played with these lads, but I think we're expected to win tonight, especially after our last few games. So it is a dangerous time to play them, and hopefully not get complacent. Whereas with Bournemouth, they've probably got nothing to lose, and they're probably thinking, let's just come here and give it a go. I'll quiz you on Alex Scott later, because he's got into the England frame now. Was that Bristol City? Yes. Yeah, we'll chat about that in a little bit, actually. Before we do so, though, let's have a check on the latest podcast clip, and this one featuring friend of MUTV, former United player as well, Wes Brown.
He got banished from camp whilst doing the Sahara Desert trek because he snored too loudly.
That was Messrs Dennis Irwin and Andy Ritchie. So I came out. So You know, I don't know if as adults you don't have sleepovers, do you? But obviously in the Sahara we did. So we're all in tents, and I came out of the first night, and Andy and Dennis were saying, he's going to have to go. He is going to have to go. And I thought, do I go over and challenge them what the thing? Because I'm thinking, I don't want to talk to someone else, you know, to get them, banish them out of the tent. And eventually I went, I said, what's up, lads? Is something disturbing you? He said, yeah. I said, what? Who? You, mate, you. You're going to have to go. I said, what am I going to have to go? He said, you can't sleep in our tent. So that night I went to sleep by the fire in the middle of the camp. It gets worse. You know, it gets, it gets worse. So Tom Bloxham, who was Urban Splash, was one of our trustees. He goes, John, you don't mind if I sleep under the stars with you, do you? And I said, I don't mind, but I'm telling you, I've been banished from the tent. Anyway, the next morning he got up and this lady called Lynn came out, who I just went to Accrington Stanley with a couple of weeks ago. Her and her husband Vic were on the Sahara trek, but I went to meet them. And she said, did you sleep well, Tom? I said, can't believe it. He said, there's all of the Sahara Desert. I chose to sleep next to this guy. Yes. So then they said, you can't sleep in the middle of the camp. You have to go out the camp. So the Sahara, there's no street lights in the Sahara. It's absolutely pitch black. So I said, at the night, I said, so I'm going then. And they went, yeah, see ya. So I had to go about 100 yards outside the camp. So I got myself in a sleeping bag because it's freezing. And it's beautiful. Like, you do see that there are billions of stars because it's so clear. And I wrapped myself up really tight. And then I heard this thing coming towards me. And I didn't know what it was. And it's like fight or flight. So I thought, right, I better fight. So I was wrapped myself up so tight in this carpet, and I was like Houdini trying to, and I went, whoa! And it ran off, whatever it was. So obviously I never slept all night.
Yeah.
And then I did go to, like, you know when you can't sleep at night, and then you sleep, and then it's like, you've had 10 minutes.
10 seconds, yeah.
And I woke up because I heard the sound coming to me, and it was a donkey. But it could have been anything. Could have been anything, pitch black.
I mean, I wouldn't like to face a donkey in the middle of the night in pitch black, would you?
And I went back to my comrades, to my teammates, to United is the theme.
Yeah.
This is what happened. They put me out again the next night.
I wanted to talk to you about your previous job because it wanted to bring me on to Sir Bobby Charlton.
Yeah.
Who I know you were very, very close to. Yeah. You started working there in 1979.
I did.
That's when you started working for Sir Bobby's soccer school?
As a young man, yeah. Opportunity struck and I went and started working with Sir Bobby, 1979, when I was 19. That man was on duty as soon as he got out of his bed until he went back to his bed because he was so recognisable. And anywhere, everywhere, you know, at the service, motorway, CAF, you know, having dinner, walking down the street, everyone knew him. You know, at the time, he's probably, because there wasn't the communications that are, at the time, next to the Queen, is probably the most famous British person in the world. Mm-hmm. You know, and then he taught me so much. You know, his humility, and very well read, very intelligent. He gave himself, and then latterly, as I say, Sir Bobby and Lady Norma helped us massively when we were launching the schools. And it was like a royal visit. You'd go, and they were all there, and they were great. Lady Norma was great, you know. She probably, had really powerful people skills. She talked to everybody, and Sir Bobby was just, you know, he taught when he was taught to, because it didn't come natural to him.
Yeah, he's got so many great stories, has John, and does such a fantastic job. More of that podcast on our official channels or wherever you get your podcasts. At this stage, we just want to say bye to our viewers on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. If you want to catch the rest of our build-up, then go to MUTV or the Manchester United app and stay with us right through till kick-off. It's really great the work John does. You both have done a lot of work with the foundation, both when you were here as a United player and subsequently. It's just fantastic to see what they do, isn't it, Fraser?
Yeah, any football club that, gets involved in the community and helps those for whatever channel they need help is brilliant. It's, you know, there's so much money around.